Hi everyone, welcome to Dan's Travel Tips, the channel where I share with you my best tips and recommendations for traveling around the world. In this video, I'm going to take you to Indonesia, a wonderful and diverse country in Southeast Asia. Indonesia has something for everyone, from ancient temples and modern cities to tropical beaches and wildlife. So let's get started with our Indonesia travel guide, Best Places to Visit. The first place we're going to visit is Bali, the most popular and famous island in Indonesia. Bali is a place where you can enjoy the scenic and cultural beauty and the resorts and nightlife of the island. You can visit Ubud, the cultural and artistic center of Bali, where you can see some of the traditional and contemporary art and crafts of Bali. You can also visit some of the temples, such as the Tanah Lot, a temple that is located on a rock formation in the sea, and the Uluwatu, a temple that is located on a cliff overlooking the ocean. You can also watch the Kecak dance, a traditional and dramatic performance of music and fire that is held at the Uluwatu temple every evening. For some relaxation and adventure, you can also visit the Nusa Penida, an island that is off the coast of Bali, and that has some of the most beautiful and untouched natural wonders, such as the Kelingking Beach, the Broken Beach, and the Angel's Billabong. The next place we're going to visit is Jakarta, the capital and largest city of Indonesia. Jakarta is a city that never sleeps, and you'll always find something to do and see in this bustling and vibrant metropolis. You can visit the Grand Indonesia, a huge and modern shopping mall that has everything you need and want, from shops and restaurants to cinemas and arcades to hotels and spas. You can also visit the National Monument, a tower that is the symbol and the pride of Indonesia, and that commemorates the struggle and the independence of the country. You can also visit the Museum Nasional, the oldest and largest museum in Indonesia, and the home of some of the most valuable and interesting collections of artifacts and art of the country. For some art and entertainment, you can also visit the Ancol Dreamland, a large and popular amusement park that has a variety of attractions and facilities, such as the Fantasy World, the Sea World, the Ocean Dream Samudra, and the Art Market. The third place we're going to visit is Raja Ampat, an island paradise in West Papua that is one of the most stunning and diverse marine destinations in the world. Raja Ampat is a place where you can enjoy the beauty and the serenity of the islands and the sea, and also discover the wildlife and the adventure of the underwater world. You can visit the Wayag Island, a group of small and scenic islands that have a unique and picturesque shape, and that are surrounded by a clear and blue lagoon. You can also visit the Pianemo Island, another group of small and scenic islands that have a similar and stunning shape and that are surrounded by a clear and green lagoon. You can also visit the Misool Island, the largest and most remote island in the archipelago, and that has some of the most amazing and diverse marine life in the world. You can see some of the natural wonders, such as the Balbulol Lagoon, the Jellyfish Lake, the Love Lagoon, and the Tomalol Cave. For some culture and history, you can also visit the Arborek Village, a small and traditional village that is home to some of the friendly and hospitable people of Raja Ampat. The fourth place we're going to visit is Yogyakarta, the cultural and historical hub of Java, and one of the most fascinating and attractive cities in Indonesia. Yogyakarta is a place where you can see some of the ancient and sacred temples and also discover the art and cuisine of the city. You can visit the Borobudur, the largest and most impressive Buddhist temple in the world, and that dates back to the 9th century. You can also visit the Prambanan, the largest and most beautiful Hindu temple in Indonesia, and that dates back to the 10th century. You can also see some of the other temples, such as the Nandi Temple, the Garuda Temple, and the Ramayana Ballet, a spectacular and dramatic performance of music and dance that is held at the Prambanan Temple every evening. For some culture and art, you can also visit the Kraton, the palace, and the residence of the Sultan of Yogyakarta and the center of the Javanese culture and tradition. You can also visit the Malioboro Street, the main and busiest street in the city, where you can find a lot of shops, stalls and vendors that sell a variety of goods such as batik, silver, leather and souvenirs. The fifth place we're going to visit is the Komodo National Park, the home of the Komodo dragons, the largest and most powerful lizards in the world, and one of the most natural and adventurous attractions in Indonesia. Komodo National Park is a place where you can see the wildlife and the adventure, and the islands and the sea that make up the park. You can visit the Komodo Island, the largest and most populated island in the park, and the best place to see the Komodo dragons in their natural habitat. You can also visit the Rinca Island, the second largest and most visited island in the park, and another place to see the Komodo dragons in their natural habitat. You can also visit the Pink Beach, one of the most beautiful and unique beaches in the world that has a pink hue due to the presence of red coral fragments in the sand. For some relaxation and adventure, you can also visit the Padar Island, the third largest and most scenic island in the park, and that has some of the most amazing and panoramic views of the park and the surrounding islands. The sixth place we're going to visit is Lombok, the island that is often compared to Bali, but with less crowds and more authenticity, and that has some of the most beautiful and diverse attractions in Indonesia. Lombok is a place where you can enjoy the beaches and the mountains, and the culture and the nature of the island. You can visit the Kuta Beach, the most famous and stunning beach in the island, where you can relax, swim or surf. You can also visit some of the other beaches, such as the Tanjung An Beach, the Mauen Beach and the Selong Belanak Beach. Another attraction that you can't miss in Lombok is the Senggigi Beach, the most popular and lively beach in the island, where you can find a lot of restaurants, bars and clubs that offer a variety of food, drinks and music. You can also visit the Pura Batu Bolong, a temple that is located on a rock formation in the sea and that offers a scenic view of the sunset and the ocean. Another attraction that you can't miss in Lombok is the Mount Rinjani, the second highest volcano in Indonesia and one of the most challenging and rewarding treks in the country. You can hike to the summit of the volcano and enjoy the views of the crater lake, the hot springs and the surrounding islands. You can also visit some of the waterfalls, such as the Sendang Gile waterfall, the Tiu Kalep waterfall and the Benang Stokel waterfall. For some culture and history, you can also visit the Gili Islands, a group of 3 small and charming islands that are off the coast of Lombok and that are known for their relaxed and friendly atmosphere and their snorkeling and diving spots. You can visit the Gili Trawangan, the largest and most developed island where you can find a lot of nightlife. You can also visit the Gili Menyo, the smallest and most quiet island where you can find a lot of romance. You can also visit the Gili Air, the closest and most balanced island, where you can find a mix of local and tourist activities. The last place we're going to visit is the Lake Toba, the largest and deepest volcanic lake in the world, located in Sumatra, and one of the most scenic and tranquil attractions in Indonesia. Lake Toba is a place where you can enjoy the peace and tranquility and the beauty and serenity of the lake and the surroundings. You can visit the Samosir Island, the largest island within an island in the world, and the home of the Batak people, one of the indigenous and ethnic groups of Indonesia. You can visit the island and see some of the traditional and colourful houses, the tombs and the monuments, and learn about the culture and the history of the Batak people. You can also see some of the performances, such as the Torta dance, the Gondang music, and the Segal Gale puppet show that are held at the island every day. One of the best attractions that you can't miss in Lake Toba is the Sipiso Piso waterfall, a 120-metre high waterfall that is one of the most spectacular and impressive waterfalls in Indonesia. You can see the waterfall from a viewpoint or walk down to the base of the waterfall and enjoy the views and the spray. Another attraction that you can't miss in Lake Toba is the Tomok Village, a small and charming village that is located on the east coast of Samosir Island, and that is one of the most popular and visited places in the island. That's it for our Indonesia travel guide, Best Places to Visit. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Dan's Travel Tips for more travel videos like this. Also, don't forget to leave a comment and let me know what you think of Indonesia, or if you have any other destinations or topics you want me to cover in the future. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, happy travels!